What's up, everybody? This is Chris from Chris Eats and Travels. We are now in Saigon, in Vietnam. Been here for a few days, checked into my new apartment for the last few days. Here for about another week and a half. So I'm right in District 1 in a really good area for street food. So it's just past 5 o'clock in the morning. Let's head downstairs. I know I need coffee, and then let's go wander the street and then see what we can find down there. All right. All right. So as you guys can see, it is still dark outside. Wander down, see what we can find. So big difference over here compared to the States. It's 5 o'clock in the morning. There's already people out drinking coffee, getting their breakfast. They get an early start on their mornings over here. So across the street, there's a lady that's selling what looks like see what else there is. I know the lady over there sells both Giang. Had that yesterday. That was really good. So I'll probably show you guys that eventually sometime this week. Yeah, I ate here yesterday morning. This one was really good. Yeah, Vietnamese shops opening up. Let's see. All right, this one I'm definitely gonna stop by sometime later this week. It's a really famous Vietnamese place. All right, so the street that I'm staying on is Co Giang. It's a really popular street really well-known street for street food. So if you guys are looking for a place in District 1 that's busy but still outside of like the really touristy areas, the place that I'm staying at is the Soho Residence. Yeah, the place that I'm staying at is the Soho Residence. It's a pretty much a brand new building, still being built up. They've got a lot of, I guess, studio apartments, 1 bedroom, 2 bedroom places. You can find it on Airbnb. I think I'm paying about, I want to say it's about $35 a night for the place that I've got. Really close to all the street food. Tons of stuff around that area. As I almost walked into a tree. So again, right now it's barely 5:15 in the morning. Things are still just getting opened up, getting set up. So I'm just wandering around in the dark. It'll probably start getting light here in about 15, 20 minutes. You'll start seeing more and more people out here, more stuff opening up. I keep wandering until I find something that I want to eat, and definitely I need some coffee fairly soon. And now I'm walking down Co Giang, which is the next street over from Co Giang. It's a street right behind the Soho building. This street has a little bit less street food, more on the restaurants and shop side of things, which means a lot of it is not open yet. Generally, I think this street's going to be more open probably about 8, 9 o'clock. So I'm not expecting to see much over on this side just yet. I'm just going to take this street and kind of wrap around. All right, and then this 7-Eleven just opened up fairly recently, right down the street from Soho. I think they probably opened up because of Soho, because now there's a whole lot more people. Sorry, loud ass scooter. Eventually, I'll probably have to take you guys in there and show you what a 7-Eleven over here looks like, but a whole lot different from what you get over in the States. All right, so early morning, you'll hear this. Don't know if you guys can hear that, but early morning, there's always these vendors that go pick up bread, meats, stuff like that. They'll ride around on their bikes, they'll ride around with a little loudspeaker. Basically, just playing over and over what they're selling. And this starts at like 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning. So if you sleep with your windows open, good luck. But you're going to be hearing people selling food early in the morning. A lot of times you'll hear people selling bread or sausage or datlo. All right, so I'm on the other side of Soho now, of the place I'm staying at. Let's see what else we got over here. So you got more markets. Trying to decide which way I want to go. I'm just gonna keep walking straight. Yeah, again, places are starting to open up. Let's see, across the street over here. Sorry about that horn. There's a hotel place. Oh, that lady was grilling up some meats early in the morning. I think that's some noodles across the street. All right, so now I'm coming up on the end of Co Giang. Early in the morning, this area opens up into, it becomes kind of a little street market early in the morning. Everybody's still kind of setting up right now and cleaning up their area before they can set up. We'll see some of this in just a bit here. So you got people out selling veggies, and you'll see some meats and stuff in a bit. Try not to get run over. This area gets pretty busy. All right, this area gets really busy. So, you got all the people buying and selling their stuff. So, really big, or really popular local market early in the morning. So you got your meats, veggies. A lot of this is people that are cooking at home. They'll come out here early in the morning, buy their stuff for what they need for the day, for their meals for the day, or even small restaurants. They'll come out here and buy their stuff for the day. All right, so now I'm out on Vạn Văn Kiệt. So it's basically around the edge of District 1. I when I used to come over here, I would stay. Let me see if I can show you guys. I used to stay in that building, which is the Rivergate building, right over in District 4. So right across here, there's a river, small river, but it's basically dividing District 4 and District 1. So if you cross that bridge right there, you're going from District 1 over to District 4. So on the side of the river that I'm at right now is District 1. And then over on that side is District 4. All right, it's starting to get a little warm early this morning. So I've been walking around for the last half hour building up a sweat. So if you guys see me glistening, that would be why. It's 5:30 and it's already 8, or it's 5:30 in the morning and it's already 80 degrees. I've been lucky with the weather so far this trip. This is probably the warmest that it's been so far, at least. There's a warmest that it's been early in the morning, at least. So I'm a little scared of what it's going to be like later in the day, but most of this trip, at least in Saigon, it's been mid 80s, so it hasn't been too bad middle of the day. Got people exercising early in the morning. All right, it was getting hot. Had to stop and get my coffee. I think this was 20K on the side of the street. This is just on Bot One Kid, so random little stall. Actually, she's got a little shop. And as always, it's freaking delicious. If you don't like it sweet, just ask for itza, which is just a little bit of the condensed milk. So I always get mine with itza, so I don't like it super sweet, but I still like the condensed milk in there. But yeah, this is fantastic as always. And then pretty standard is you get a little iced tea on the side, which is just refreshing. All right, so I'm gonna enjoy my iced tea, and then I'm gonna enjoy my coffee, and then once I'm done, we'll continue our early morning walk. All right, back on my walk. So that coffee was 18K, which I think comes out to less than 75 cents, and it was fantastic. All right, I'm gonna show you guys something funny because this happens pretty much anywhere you go in Vietnam. I don't know how we do this, but we sleep pretty much anywhere. I don't get it. People can sleep just on the back of a scooter like that. Like in the middle of a noisy ass area, they'll just lay down on their scooter and just fall asleep. And it happens throughout the day too. Like it's not just in the middle of the night. They'll be hot. It'll be in the middle of the sun. They'll lay down on their scooter and just fall asleep. It's pretty impressive, actually. All right, so this is something that you'll see every once in a while. They're setting up early, but they're gonna be slow roasting a veal, and so they start early in the morning, and they'll roast it for I think normally about 12 hours. They'll roast it for about 12 hours. Or actually at least 8 hours from what I've seen before. They'll roast it and then you can come by, ask them to cut off a section, and they'll make a dish called Bay Thui. Personally, I love that dish, but it's basically slow roasted veal, thinly sliced. They'll throw some seasonings on there, and then you dip it and eat it, drink it with beer, or eat it while drinking beer. So total like gathering type food. All right, so let's see. I've been walking for about 45 minutes now. Um, I'm not really feeling breakfast, but suddenly I've got an urge for orange juice. So I think that's going to be the next thing on my list to go try to find. So I'm going to keep walking until I find orange juice. Because if you've never had gambat over here or freshly squeezed orange juice, you're definitely missing out. So I need to go find some. Okay, going back down Co Giang. Still on the hunt for some orange juice. At least it's still early enough that there's not a ton of cars around, because this street, it's a little bit more difficult to walk on the sidewalks. The sidewalks are tiny, and I don't know if you guys can tell over here, like the sidewalks get blocked off by signs and people setting up. So half the time you're kind of stuck walking in the middle of the street, or you're dodging around. You're kind of walking in the street for a little bit. Okay, I just found some food that I need to stop and pick up. I'll be right back. Okay, so I am a complete sucker for this. There's a lady on Co Giang that sells this stuff fresh, and every time that I walk by her, I need to stop and pick it up. So, bánh quẩy, or yao jiao wai. So it's the Chinese fried donut. She fries it fresh every single morning, and she sells basically a pair like this for 7,000, which is ridiculously cheap. So it's, what is it, about 30 cents, 33 cents, 35 cents, somewhere around there. And best that you're ever gonna have, just because they're freshly fried. Crispy, airy, chewy on the inside. Every time that I pass her, I end up having to get these. All right, back to trying to find some orange juice. All right, I found some. He's making it right now while I sit here and I eat this. Yeah, Kevin. Got my orange juice. This thing's massive. It's at least 20 ounces, probably more. That's absolutely fantastic. As he was going through the oranges, I could smell them from like 15 feet away. Fresh squeezed orange juice, tiny bit of syrup in there. Oh man, that's good. That is like the most refreshing drink ever. And I'm just pounding through this. So I ordered this one and a second one to go, just because I'm gonna want one when I get home. Yeah, that's absolutely have to have orange juice when you get over here. Just it beats anything that we have over in the States. Like, this thing's probably gonna cost me, I'm gonna say, I don't even know what he's gonna charge me, but I'm gonna say it's 20,000. Wild guess, but I'll see what he charges me after. Okay, just pounded that one. I was really thirsty. Okay, yep, there were 20,000. 20,000 each. So they were under $1 for each of those orange juices, which is unheard of compared to in the States. Over there, I can go to Denny's or any diner, and an orange juice is what, $4 or $5 a piece, and you're probably getting something out of a bottle, or if it is fresh squeezed, you're probably paying $7, $8 each. Um, Nowhere near as good as what I just had. So if you're ever over here, drink all the orange juice that you can get your hands on. It's fantastic. But yeah, drink one and buy a second one to go, because I'm gonna go home and demolish this other one, which is the size of my head. So, all right, that's enough walking for this morning. Let's see. It's 6 o'clock in the morning, and I've got 4,500 steps already. So, definitely enough walking for this morning. I'm gonna go back to my apartment and be lazy for the rest of the morning, and then we'll see where I go for lunch later today. Probably take you guys along with me. All right, peace.